Welcome to the SalesSheros podcast. Hey there, fantastic listeners. We are thrilled to have you join us on another empowering episode of the SalesSheros podcast. I'm Angie Gonsalez, and alongside me is my incredible co-host, LaDonna Hale. Together, we're on a mission to celebrate and champion the remarkable women in sales who are making waves, breaking barriers, and reshaping the industry landscape. Today, we're super excited to chat about a topic that's very near and dear to our hearts, servant leadership. It's all about leading with empathy, authenticity, and a genuine desire to serve others. LaDonna, how are you? How's your week going?
I'm doing so great. Thank you, Angie. I turned the big 5'3", 53 yesterday.
Woo! Good job. And you look fantastic.
Thank you. We had
Who
such a good
getting
time.
Into your 50s is not fun, right? Like I'm finding in my 50s, I'm having a lot of fun.
I'm having a lot of fun and I just love myself so much more. And I have friends that are older than me, and they have said this to me for a long time through each of the phases, right? Like in my 30s and my 40s, LaDonna, when you get to your 50s, you're truly going to release all that worry about what other people think. And although I feel like I've worked on that a lot, I find so much truth in that. Like I really just love my life and love myself, and I have no thought about what other people think or are thinking when I'm out and about, other than, compassion. I don't want to be affecting people negatively, but I just don't worry about what the world is putting on me or thinking. And we had so much fun yesterday. I worked a half day. I had a really, really great call, which was really fun. Kind of like the solidification of like all three of the different segments that I call on kind of coming together and working into one really cool new opportunity, which was super fun. And then it was really cool. It was really cool. And then I had my phone, of course, so it was with me. So I did kind of a working afternoon, and my husband and I, Brooke and I, went out to Carson Hot Springs, and then I went shopping in Stevenson, Washington, and bought some dried flowers and some kind of cute things for the house, and just relaxed and watched TV last night. It was really great. It was so good. Yeah.
I love that. I am so excited. Well, I know I agree with you. When it's funny how much we worry about in our 20s and 30s and we're just obsessing on, and 40s, you're kind of starting to let it go. But it's interesting being in my 50s. I agree with you 100%. It's different, and we're energetic, we're active. So we're out there just hitting the pavement and having a good time. But well, happy belated birthday one day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So today we're going to chat about understanding servant leadership. This one feels so near and dear to my heart. I love it. And so I love this topic. And servant leadership in sales is a management approach where leaders prioritize serving the needs of their sales team and clients above their own. It involves fostering a culture of empathy, collaboration, and support within the sales organization, with a focus on empowering team members to achieve their goals while delivering exceptional value to customers. Servant leaders in sales prioritize listening and mentoring and facilitating growth, aiming to build strong relationships and drive sustainable success for both their teams and their clients.
Yeah.
Powerful. That's powerful.
It is very powerful. And the fact that we're even on this topic is awesome, because you and I both have worked so hard to be good stewards of others. It's not something that I think people just come out of the womb knowing how to do. I think for me, being a good steward of others is coming from where I was lacking in people helping me back in the day. And I knew that, it was that old saying, like, treat people the way you want to be treated. And I thought, well, if I serve others, then maybe when I need people, they're going to come back and help serve me. Right. So I love this topic. Yeah. And it reflects into sales like crazy, right? How it blends together.
Yes.
Well, the importance of servant leadership in sales, we'll jump into that. So being a servant leader in sales is very crucial for several reasons. Number one, building trust. We've talked about this before on other podcasts. People buy from who they know, like, and trust. So being a servant leader in sales, building trust is so important. So by prioritizing the needs of customers over your own agenda, by doing so, will help you build trust and rapport, which are essential for success in any sales relationship. The second thing that it does, and one of the important things that it does, is it enhances the customer experience. I mean, we're all consumers at the end of the day, right? So being a servant leader, prioritizing the customer satisfaction by truly understanding their needs and providing personalized solutions, that's going to lead to stronger relationships, repeat business, and of course, positive word of mouth referrals, which is what, we always strive to get, right? I always buy
Yeah.
from you. Call me up going, hey, check this product out. I know even sometimes have to look it up. I just go order it because you've already vetted it, right? So I think that those word of mouths are very, very important.
I agree 100%. I mean, I buy from people I know, like, and trust, or I buy things that people I know, like, and trust buy. So, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it crosses over. It's so important. For our leaders or managers out there, being a servant leader can really help you empower a few things that it helps with. Hold on just one sec, because I took some notes. So I just want to make sure I stay on topic. I can be very squirrely. So I want to make sure I stay on topic. Um, right? I mean, that's the truth. So just a few things that it really can help is really help empower your team. But by providing support, guidance, and resources, this fosters a collaborative environment where team members feel valued and motivated to perform their best.
Right.
So, as
I mean, have you had a manager that didn't? I mean, we've all had a lot of managers probably that were just on that track of number, 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 go achieve, 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 achieve. You don't feel like you are part of a successful team or valued in your opinion or how you're going to sell or et cetera. And so you don't perform at your best is what my experience has been. What about you?
Yeah, 100%. I 100% agree with that. My favorite management style is having a leader who embraces their big goal, right? I'm in sales. When my manager has a big goal and then that manager shares that big goal with the team and how that translates down into each of our territories and really has a collaborative conversation about that, then when they're sharing the group numbers and sharing things about sales and asking for more, I'm more apt to have buy-in to the why, right?
Right.
But my managers that don't do that for me, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm over here. I know what I want to do in my territory. I know what my goals are. So what you're saying to me really just isn't reflective of driving me, because I've already got my own little bubble over here I'm working in. But if I had more buy-in with what the big goal for the organization is, for the company as a whole and the organization, yeah, oh my gosh, I'm way more powerful because I
Right.
am like super interested in making sure everybody's okay. I'm like, that's a big part of my personality, right? I want to have the big wins, not just personally, but collaboratively. I want us all to really move forward in a big way as a part of a team. So yeah, powerful. That's powerful. It also drives innovation. Servant leadership encourages creativity and innovation within the teams. So by fostering an environment where ideas are valued, experimentation is encouraged, it inspires new approaches and solutions to sales challenges. And we could not be in a bigger time of the need to stay innovative as companies, as organizations, as sales teams, as managers, and as salespeople, right? Things move really fast. We have way more digital demand. We are distracted because of that digital demand. So being
Oh, I
innovative,
totally agree.
right?
Yeah,
Right. Like,
I
but it's,
totally agree. Yeah, I think that that's a big one too, because when we are not, and I worked for people where my voice didn't matter and my ideas didn't matter, even though I could streamline a process or, get things done quicker, they didn't care. And so when you go from that to working for a leader who truly is driving innovation in a team collaboratively, assessing the group and like people's strengths and weaknesses and leaning on that, man, as a team, driving forces is huge, right? I
huge.
mean, I always say to people, I'm only as good as the team I'm running with. It's true. I work in the tech sales. I've got like sales development managers and channel managers and reseller managers and marketing managers. You have all these people that work with you, right? They always use the analogy of football, which is hilarious that it's always a male dominated sport that they always
Right.
use, but they're like, you're the quarterback of your team. But it's interesting. You're only as good as the team that you're running with. So if a manager is open to that innovation and open to hearing what the people on the team are doing successfully so everyone can emulate that, that's huge. That means as a team, you can collectively go and win, which is the ultimate goal, right? Get the numbers, hit the numbers, succeed, cash the check, go on vacation. For me, it'd be like, go on vacation.
Yes, totally. Totally. So you had a fun experience recently with someone that you met at work.
Yeah, it's very relevant to this topic. I was helping a friend move this last week, and being, a gal, we don't have a lot of the strength on the heavy stuff. So we went on TaskRabbit. We got hired a person for a couple hours, and the person showed up, and it was interesting because after an hour and a half with this gentleman helping us carry these heavy things, we learned a lot about him. He's wanting to be in sales, and he's just part of nonprofits. He's educated, all these things. But it wasn't until the very end of our time where we were having so much gratitude that this person, even though we were paying him, was there with a kind heart to help serve us with moving this heavy stuff. It wasn't that when I was going back going, thank you so much. Like I could not have done these things without you. He just looked at me and said, serving is what we're meant to do. Like in sales, it is crucial for us to be serving others. It doesn't serve me with my agenda to have that in the forefront of my mind when I should be serving you with your agenda, because you're going to tell other people about me. You're going maybe tip me more. You're going to all the positives, right? And it wasn't until last week I thought, servant leadership, this person I've never met before, who's not even in sales yet, right? He's going to get out there and crush it. Even he knows that having a servant leadership mindset is crucial to sales, crucial to repeat customers. Yeah.
I love that. I think it's fun too when it aligns. And I mean, we were talking about this and that happened. And I think that that's really fun. Embracing servant leadership in sales requires a shift in mindset and behavior. And Angie and I are going to kind of back and forth a few things to get started with this. I want to say that again, because for those of you listening who don't think like this, but you're in sales or you're in a management role or you're in a leadership role, I'm going to say this again. Embracing servant leadership in sales requires a shift in mindset and behavior. Do you know much about your team as a sales manager? Do you know what drives them and fuels them? Do you ask them questions about what they want to gain out of the territory? Not just what you want to gain, but what they want to gain. What's their goal? What's their end goal? What are their loves? What are they the most passionate about? If you don't do that currently, now is a really great time as a sales rep, as a manager, whatever your role is in the world where we're wanting to gain clients, to gain income. There's nothing worse than a leader or a salesperson who has what our friend John Melton in the network marketing space, who is a phenomenal leader and a phenomenal person. You don't want to have commission breath. Right. You do not want to have commission breath. You want to be
I love that he always coined that phrase, honestly, because it's so true.
It's true. And it applies from management down as well. Management over, I'll say, not just management down, but like management leads from the side too, not just from above you. Strong, great managers understand the value of what you are running for, what your goals are, what your dreams are, what your aspirations are, who you're running for, what you're building, what you want the income for. Those things are really powerful.
And I think that you touched on it too. It requires a shift in mindset and behavior. And I think to your point earlier on the digital world, we have to because we're both in corporate America, we have to get corporate America to start shifting. And a lot of different ways, right? Not just the HR stuff with that girl that, decided to videotape her firing, but many, many things. And I think this is where people listening need to decide, has what I've been doing to this point in my career been working for me? Am I giving out what I'm putting in? All of those things, because I think you hit the nail on the head. Requires a shift in mindset and behavior. So I really hope today that people are going to listen to our podcast and they're going to start processing and assessing, because even I have to shift my mindset and behavior. But I think corporate America as a whole, on the sales organization, they need to be shifting how they're asking us to sell, how they're wanting us to sell, right? All of that. So yeah, I love that. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, totally, totally. Developing empathy was one that we were going to share about. Taking the time to understand the perspectives and challenges of our team members and customers, putting yourself in their shoes and genuinely caring about their well-being.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if we covered it, but leading by example, I think that's a big one too, right?
Yeah.
Demonstrating servant leadership principles in our own actions by showing the empathy, which I think you actually said that. So I apologize for repeating it, but it just is so important for me is like showing empathy. I need to remember all the time,
Yeah.
active listening to the people all the time, right? Customers and our team, and prioritizing their needs. Yeah. Sorry
Yeah.
about that. I think
No,
I
no,
think I
no, you're
regurgitated
fine.
what you were saying.
No, I mean, I think that one needed more because I felt like I needed to say it again. I'm like, we need to
Yeah.
have a shift in mindset. We need to be leading by example, driving with
Yeah.
empathy for what's going on in our team, empathy for what's going on with our customers, and really encouraging collaboration. Foster a collaborative environment where ideas are valued and everyone has a voice. Encourage open communication and make yourself accessible to your team for
Mm.
support and guidance. That's huge.
That is really huge. One that I love is to provide support and resources. I think
Mm,
empowering our customers by providing them with the resources and training and support they need to succeed is huge. Not only within my team, right? What do we need to be successful? What does my customer need to be successful, right? Absolutely removing obstacles and enabling them to reach their full potential. That's what I strive to do all the time.
yeah, smart, right? Because I mean, how do we serve our customers if we don't know what our customers' needs are? I mean, that should be one of our number one goals when we're, some are repeat customers, but some of our customers are customers that we're just getting to know. So asking those questions so that we can understand what their needs are. We want to serve our customers, focus on understanding and meeting the needs of our customers rather than just making a sale. That's that commission breath again. Obviously we need to be focused on an end result, right? Whether there's a need, whether I can serve a need. If there's not, then I need to move on because there's no sense in me spending my time there. Sometimes we need to repeat visit things, but some people we just need to close the door on. Maybe that's just not the right client for us, right? We
Right.
don't have what they need at this current time. I mean, an example of that would be if I had a school district that just put flooring in. I mean, they don't need me right now, right?
No.
They may need my help for some maintenance, but I mean, they're probably going to go lower on my list of priorities because they're not needing what I offer. And then building relationships based on trust, integrity, and genuine care for our customers' success.
I love that. And that segues right into celebrating successes, which we've talked about that on a lot of different podcasts and how important that is. But truly recognizing and celebrating the achievements of the customers and team members, showing our appreciation for the hard work and contributions that they're doing and creating a positive and supportive atmosphere. For me on the tech world, it's a little different than something tangible that you're putting in somewhere. I mean, this is software. You don't see it. Can't touch it, right? They're just
Right.
on there clicking away. But when you have a customer that is trying to solve a problem and your product can solve that problem, and then you're helping them with resources, services, teams to help them download, implement, and get that problem fixed. And then when you watch the transition, kind of like when our kids start walking, you watch the transition of your customers go from not learning anything about your product until you came in, stepped into the office, to now it's being deployed, to now you're kind of letting them fly on their own. They're using it. It's working. Sometimes there's some hiccups, but for the most part, they're now becoming the subject matter expert of your product. And so celebrating the win of a customer when, I like to take them out to dinner or do something like that when we've achieved something, or just constantly be recognizing them for, great job understanding our product. We know it can be kludgy or problematic at times, but I just think that those are great things to do for our customers for sure.
Yeah, huge. Continuously working on improving, seeking feedback from our customers, from our team, and using that to improve our approach. I have people, Angie is someone, Heather is someone, Tammy is someone. I have women that also work in sales in a different field than me that I'm always improving with and asking for feedback about what I could be doing differently, or asking what they're doing. So, I mean, you can build your own community of other people in sales. I say women, because for me, it's women in sales, because I need more of that. I need peer mentorship from my friends that are also, and high performing. Like Angie's a top performer. My girlfriend Tammy runs a really high performing real estate business. I mean, like high performing, busy, scattered,
Yeah.
freedom
And I
seeking
think
women
getting
like me.
constructive, yeah, exactly. And I think getting constructive feedback from people that you trust. And I say constructive feedback, not constructive criticism. If you noticed, it's a word flip.
I love that.
Getting constructive feedback from people, asking for constructive feedback from people, even your customers, will help you set up your next customer sale more streamlined, right? By learning through those or improving your processes. Yeah.
Right. Because by taking those steps, you can gradually transition towards a servant leadership approach in sales, creating a more positive and impactful work environment for everyone involved.
Oh, absolutely. Anyone can be a servant leader if you really want to be. We're living in a very me dominated world, and it can be really challenging sometimes to put others' needs above our own. But just think for a second, if we all did that just a little bit at a time, just think how awesome the circle around us and the world around us would actually become. So as we wrap up another insightful episode of the SalesSheros podcast, we hope that we've inspired you by our discussion of the servant leadership. Remember, it's not just about making sales. It's about making meaningful connections, fostering trust, and empowering others to succeed.
Yes, totally. To all our amazing listeners out there, we encourage you to take the principles of servant leadership and apply them in your sales endeavors. Start by leading with empathy, actively listening to your team and customers, and prioritizing their needs above all else. Remember, true success in sales isn't just measured by numbers. It's measured by the impact you have on the lives of others.
Girl, I love that. I love it when you say stuff like that. It gets me all excited. So whether you're a seasoned sales professional or just starting out, challenge yourself to embrace servant leadership in your daily interactions. Be the leader who inspires others, fosters collaboration, and makes a difference in the lives of those around you. Together, let's elevate the sales profession and create a more compassionate and impactful industry. So keep soaring, SalesSheros. We believe in you, and we can't wait to hear about the incredible results you achieve through servant leadership. So until next time, stay empowered, stay inspired, and keep championing other women in sales.